Let's begin this already sold beautiful Opple ready to go. Try to keep my fingers out of the way for you. Hello, Ellis. Ellis. Captain Fake Beard is here. I want to dedicate this to two polar opposites in my life. We've got somebody who's done me nothing but right, and some folks who have done me, well, not completely all wrong, but in the end did me wrong. When speaking about being family and, oh, our company, you're our family. I've heard that for about 7 years. And then they fired me at the beginning of the global pandemic because they wanted to, quote unquote, use the government's free money for themselves and to further their ridiculous artwork that I was merely working on to get a paycheck. So here we go, everybody. This is for them. This is for my dearest loved one and for some traitors in my life. So here we go. That was a persnickety little one, wasn't it? Didn't want to break. I'm putting everything I've got into this, everyone, for these, in honor of these two polar opposites in my life. Those who have done me wrong, and those who have done me right. You've got to know, we call these people, when you honor people in your life and you feel that they're best friends, or you consider them even your new family in your adult life, get rid of some of that wax. When they reveal themselves to have done you wrong, you thank them. Thank them for finally showing you what they always were and maybe were hiding, or maybe they didn't even know themselves that they were traitors, opportunists. You can go down the list. But you call those people never should have beens. They never should have been in your life, and you don't have to consider yourself to be a fool or that you were fooled. Just be thankful that they've revealed themselves and you didn't spend another 7 or 8 years or 13 years with them in your life to only be revealed even later and waste more time with them. That goes the exact opposite way. Be so thankful that you have your friends and family who have remained true in your life. True to you, true to themselves, true to who they showed themselves to be, and they continued to be that thing. So here we go, everybody. We're almost there. We're going to kind of keep these two a little separate here. I'm going to quit blabbing about I woke up in a ecstatic mode and also angry this morning about some things that have happened, but I'm working on getting back to feeling like my normal happy-go-lucky self, happy little Jeffrey, and just being thrilled to be alive here, making this for you. There, what does everybody think? I think that's looking pretty right. But it'll show me what it wants to be. And this is a metaphor for life, everybody. This is one of the reasons I share this with you. And yes, I sold this for far too much money. You might be surprised. You might be very thrilled and happy for me that this sold for far too much money. But anyway, this is the Genesis heat gun, everybody. This is our tool. we're going to turn on. You're not going to be able to hear the music as well. I made this beautiful music for you this morning. And here I'm going to... And let's begin. You don't want to rush this. If you're working with me right now, we are on page number 3 of your booklet on how to make these flattenings. We've already painted our figure. We've now crushed the figure appropriately and to our liking. Let it tell us what it wants to be. Page 3, we pull out we've accepted the composition. We've accepted what's going to happen, whatever it is, and we begin with the Genesis heat gun. We just go very slowly. I'd say I'm about 7 inches with the heat gun above. You can see the tip of it right here. This is A1, correct. Step A1, correct. Thank you, pure genius. Anybody can do this. Don't think that this takes any special talents. This is anything, you can do it. You can get your children and even grandma involved in this process. I like to keep this frame clean. It's all up to you, and you can manipulate things. You could come in right now and move this over here. But you might just choose to leave it where it wants to be, wherever it first established itself. Blue Eyes tie-dye is here. Wooey, number 8 is here. As I said before, I'm dedicating this to the people who have done me incredible rights in my life and incredible wrongs. Talk about people who... I love these jobs. You get onto these jobs and they're your family, they're your best friends. They love you so much when you're doing their bidding. The minute you pose a different opinion or you pose something just a little bit different than what they believe, you're out on your ass. And they can still talk about family, and they talk about the company cares about you. It's all a bunch of hoo-ha. Start your own business, quit your job, quit school. Unless there's Chelsea Clayton's here. Quit school, everybody, unless you're going to be like a biochemist or something. That if you're going to go be an artist, just make some stuff. Don't fall into this trap of debt and ridiculousness and ideologies. They give you a bunch of ridiculous ideologies that have nothing to do with making anything. It's just a way of getting you to think like them. This is the Genesis heat gun again, everybody. And that's okay, Terry Bauer. It's okay if they did you wrong and it's proved. You got to be careful, though. See, we had a lot of light on this. It's okay to hate them You have to be real certain, though, that they really did do you wrong. Be very sure before you do anything drastic, or I'm not telling you to take any kind of revenge, but I'm not telling you not to either. Because they're all liars, everybody. We're all liars. Somebody said, take a bite of an orange and say, do you really, really like the taste of it? Is it really improving your health? Maybe it is. Maybe they lied. Maybe the refined sugar is what will bring you the best health. Maybe it's plums. Maybe plums are the thing you want to be eating every day. My friend ate too many plums, and he got a case of gout from the uric acid buildup. It's all up to you. Your truth is an opinion, everyone. You hear this thing all the time. My truth, it's my truth. Well, let me see if I can get this light out of here. No, that's not going to do it. Here, hold on. Let me change this light up here. There, look at that. Helpful. This is sold, by the way, yes. You might find that to be surprising. You might be delighted. You might say, there's hope for me. If some piece of garbage like this can sell, then my beautiful artwork can sell. And get into one of these museums. Could be really great. Great life. I'm going to pull out an incredible tool right now. Look at this. It's called a paintbrush. You can find this at any Walmart. These are, thank you. There's Josie, the divine brick artist. Thank you, Josie. This technique is refining itself. It's starting to become something different every day. At first, I was kind of joking about this whole technique, and then I started to fall in love with it and think that it's really fun. And I love the results every time, so I'm going to continue. I'm going to kind of pull this in like this. Go check out the dance on the Divine Brick Artist page. Beautiful, interpretive, conceptual dance, experimental dance. Right now I'm removing air as I'm kind of manipulating this. I'm removing air from underneath the paint, which has proven to be the way to go, because later it becomes more of a... If you go back on my posts here, you'll see how this originally started and what it is now. It's considerably different than what it was when I began. I worked for many years. I don't talk about my personal life too much, but I worked for many years for a very famous experimental and conceptual artist. And I can tell you that it's a bunch of hypocrisy. It's another busyness, where the concepts kind of go right out the door when it comes to the money. All these things that they claimed were so beautiful. I heard this word, it's so sublime. Oh, it's so sublime, so beautiful. Well, that beauty goes right out the door when the money came into it. And I don't know, who am I to say that that's wrong? Everybody has to make a little money, but when you pretend to believe in something so much, I do myself wrong every day, Mr. Captain Fakebeard. And you can spend your life hating yourself for it. You can forgive yourself. It's really up to you. It's all up to you. When it comes to hurting other people, that's where other people might get involved, and you might get, you might find yourself in a predicament. Hurt yourself all you want. This was a lot, too much excess wax today, everybody. And you're on page 2 of your, I guess it's actually, when I look here, it's page 1 of your booklet. when you're casting the wax, you want to try to keep it as thin as you can so it's allowing it to be painted, but not too thick as it might take you too long to do this flattening process later, because this should go rather quickly. I'm so happy to have all of you here. This is today the best day of my life to date, and every day is getting better and better now that I've rid myself of some... See, let me talk to everybody about right now how we're operating right here. We're functioning from a place of abundance, not from scarcity. And that's how we should, and in my opinion, that's how we should live our lives. And I've lived it both ways. I've lived from a place of absolute scarcity when it wasn't necessary. And I will tell you that at the end of such an endeavor, what Captain Fakebeard did is right. What happens when you do yourself wrong? Well, you can continue to make the mistakes, and you know, like when they give a little mouse, put a little mouse into a maze, and they electrify the cheese, and the mice bites the cheese, and he goes, that hurt. I don't want to get stung again like that. That hurts. And he might do it one more time. But for some reason, we as humans, especially when it comes to, I want to be a good person. I don't want to hate anybody, or I don't want to be mean. Well, protecting yourself doesn't mean you're being mean. Standing up for yourself doesn't mean you're a bad person. And if you keep coming back to be hurt again, they say that insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again while expecting a different outcome. And go ahead and do that, but you are certainly a fool. You have somebody in your life and you think, but there's something redeemable here. There's something redeemable here with this person. It's not always true. It really isn't always true. Sometimes it's anything but true. Some people are not redeemable, and you know, if you don't agree with that, that's okay too. You're certainly welcome to give them 100 chances, and with the same outcome. It's kind of like these paintings here in front of you. Had I not seen any promise in this process, I would have never continued it. Just like if I didn't see any promise in a person in my life. It's harder when it comes to people. It's very hard to make that decision. But you can make it. You can say, you know what? This is the 8th time this person's done me wrong. This is beyond a fair weather friend. This is a person who only cares for themselves, opportunistic, you know, have done me wrong yet again, and I'm completely done with them. I'm completely done with them. And then you'll start to notice that you're gonna have a much better days in your life. You're gonna feel good. Enough of my blabbing anyway. We're getting to where we want to be. What do I know? I don't know much of anything. What's that song from the, what was the band? Operation Ivy. All I know is that I don't know nothing. I'm sure they didn't coin that phrase, that statement. But it stands true. Whoa, look at that. See how beautiful? Jumped right over to there. I don't know if you just witnessed that. It's the magic of the process right there, everybody, because the Genesis heat gun, while I was blabbing, got a little too close. We're getting rid of this air. Everything's going so well. Well, anyway, I'm going to continue this. You'll see the results a little bit later. That's right. Remember that song, Pure Genius? I just want to take a moment now to tell you how much I appreciate you and how much I want you to do well in your life. I want everything to go well for you. And I want all the people who do you wrong to suffer. No, I want them all to find the error in their ways. And I hope you see that you're worth removing them from your life. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.